We do have some severe storms that are certainly a possibility later this evening and into tonight. We actually have some storm tracker video that was from last night, and when Lacey Swope was in and had all the storm trackers in western and northwest Oklahoma, we had some very heavy rain, even a little bit of minor damage there from some wind. We had some heat bursts. We also had lots of lightning, some small hail. This particular damage was actually caused by a heat burst in northwest Oklahoma. I know Marty Logan and Valenamy Castor, they were all over that, watching some of that take place. Let's go to Links 1, and I'm going to show you what's kind of going on out there right now. So those are the storms from late last night and early this morning, exiting and leaving us with clearing skies. But now we actually do have a couple more showers that have just popped up in parts of south central Oklahoma. Nothing severe. There's no lightning with these. We could have a little bit of a heavier shower just northwest of Falls Creek. Everything's moving to the northeast at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So I'm not expecting these storms to really ramp up by any means. Eventually, as they move off to the north and east, they should kind of fall apart. But for the most part in Oklahoma City, we just have lots of sunshine and it is very warm. This is our Integris camera. But over Pike Pass Skycam network, we're at 85 degrees, a south-southeast wind at 11. And with dew points in the upper 60s, it does make it feel more like 88. We have low 80s across the north. We already have some upper 80s and low 90s in southwest Oklahoma. Lots of upper 70s and low 80s across the far eastern half of the state, with a south wind between about 15 to 25. But we do have a boundary in the north and west, so out ahead of that, we have more of a northeast wind between about 10 to 20 miles an hour. And this boundary is actually going to kind of stick around in northwest Oklahoma for the next couple of days. And that could help to initiate some showers and storms for the next couple of days until we can finally get a cold front to move through. So for now, the bigger headline really over at least through tomorrow really is just going to be how hot it is. Temperatures climbing into the 90s, near record highs for many of us, including in Oklahoma City later today. But once we get into Friday, eventually this cold front will be moving through, and that will help to bring a much higher chance for showers and storms, at least in parts of southeast Oklahoma. Right now, it kind of depends on exactly where this cold front sets up, but just a slight chance at this point for Oklahoma City. But even better news behind it, we're going to be cooling down quite a bit. In fact, this weekend, temperatures in the 60s and 70s for many of us. And that cool down is actually going to last through early next week, with a couple more waves moving through that we could bring more showers and storms. But not a big time storm system, at least at this point, but it is starting to look a little bit cooler as we get into the weekend. But until then, it's going to be hot. Not a lot going on during the day, but later this evening, there's a pretty good chance we're going to have a complex of showers and storms move out of the Panhandle into northwest Oklahoma. I do have a slight chance we do get some storms that actually do move into parts of the metro, but right now about a 20% chance. And then during the day tomorrow, everything kind of moves off to the east. So today, looking for a high of about 94 degrees. Here's the problem. That could actually be really close to the record high. The record high is 95. It's set back in 1956, so we're flirting very heavily with that particular temperature, but 100 degrees possible in Altus and the low 90s across the northwest. But for this evening, a very slight chance of rain and storms in the northwest. The chance is going to be a lot higher, though, in the Panhandle. But after midnight, that chance goes up quite a bit. And northwest Oklahoma, still a slight chance here in Oklahoma City. With that being said, some of those storms could become severe with quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 70. I think the higher chance for seeing up to golf ball size hail would be in the far north and west, maybe some dimes possible in Oklahoma City if we get those storms. Wind gust over 65 possible in the northwest. And then tonight, temperatures only drop to about 70 degrees here in Oklahoma City. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be hot again, 94 degrees, mid and upper 90s across the far west. By tomorrow afternoon and evening, a slight chance basically along and mostly west of I-35, but chances look minimal at best. Finally, Friday comes in, the cold front moves through, and that will bring a much higher chance of rain and storms basically along and east of I-44. Just a slight chance here in Oklahoma City, but some of those storms will have the possibility of becoming low and severe with large hail, damaging wind, very heavy rainfall. But this weekend, take a look at it. Chances really increase for storms on Saturday with highs in the upper 60s. Sunday looks fantastic. We're going to start in the 40s, but we're going to end up about 70 degrees. Lots of sun with another chance of storms as we get into early next week.